Catholic went down early in a 2-0 hole before Will Brunner cut the lead in half. Unfortunately, Maryland would rattle off 4 more goals, putting Catholic in a hole of 6-2. Catholic was stormed back with 2 quick goals, but time ran out for CUA, losing 6-4 in a poor loss. Later that season, Catholic would get even, winning 10-0. Catholic had 4 players score twice: Frankie Merja, Jackson Deininger, Brennan Johnson, and Matthew McQueenie, with Nick Lehan and Matthew Hornick each scoring 1 goal as well. Daniel Mark made close to 50 saves, picking up his first collegiate shutout at the time.
Well, it leads right into our Chick-fil-A starting goaltender tonight. Daniel Mark is in net for CUA, the native of Flemington, New Jersey. So far as a junior, Mark has posted a 2-3-1 record alongside a .909 save percentage and a .316 goals against average. Mark last played against Ramapo on Sunday in the East Coast Showdown, making 44 saves and keeping Catholic in the game for as long as he could. Mark looks to continue his strong play tonight against Maryland. All time against Maryland, Mark owns a record of 1-2 with a goals against of 4 and a save percentage of 89.
In net for UMD is number 30, Daniel Canizares, the native of Nutley, New Jersey. So far as a freshman, Canizares has posted a 3-2 record alongside a 3 goals against and an .881 save percentage. He picked up both wins versus Christopher Newport and has been their go-to goalie so far this season. He looks to continue a strong play tonight.
Well, an important game for Catholic. Most teams in the ACCHL have played league games up to this point, but for the Cardinals, it's their first one of the year. CNU is 0-3 already in division play. Maryland, I believe, is, well, they're 2-0, as we mentioned. William & Mary, I believe they have 1 win. And I'm going to actually bring that up on the video. When you see the video, you'll know what we're talking about. Maryland's 2-0. William & Mary is 1-0. Catholic hasn't played a game yet. And Christopher Newport is 0-3. And that's a big deal for Christopher Newport. At best, they need every other team to lose above them at least 3 games for a chance at the playoffs. So Christopher Newport, it's not even Christmas, and they're already on the brink of elimination from the playoffs. Very weird to say that, but unfortunately it's true. For Catholic, well, they still have 6 games to work with. Obviously the one tonight. And it's a big win. If Maryland wins tonight, they already go to 3-0, and they are pretty close to clinching a playoff spot. So really, you're trying to see if Catholic can put a thorn in Maryland's side, as they have done in the past couple of seasons, and we'll see if that can continue tonight. Catholic in their white uniforms, as eventually you'll see. Catholic in their white uniforms tonight. Maryland in their black uniforms. Like we mentioned, Maryland played here last night on the Patrick Rink against the University of Maryland, Baltimore County Retrievers, and they won 5-0. The same goalie played last night that they are starting today, Daniel Canizares. He is a freshman, I believe, and he has been their go-to guy. Not always, very often you see freshman goalies get the claim to stardom in a way, and he's been very good. 3-2 record. From what we know, he may have played more games. Our stats were incomplete, so they have a record overall of 6-2, and he's already played 4 games. I believe he's played even more than that, but from what we know, he's been a solid goaltender for them, and Catholic's going to have their hands full tonight.
Yeah, but on Catholic's end, they've got no slouch in Danny Mark. He's having a great season so far, and he's had 2 weeks to rest, unlike Canizares, so maybe there's a little bit of difference there where maybe Canizares is ready to play, or maybe Daniel Mark could be rusty, or vice versa. Maybe Daniel Mark's ready to play and all rested, and Canizares a little tired from last night.
We'll have to wait and see. It's not every day you see goalies play in back-to-back games, but both games were important enough to UMD. Obviously last night, big win, his first career shutout for the young man. Congratulations to him. So he's red hot, and Catholic, obviously they didn't have a bad tournament. I think they know that they played at the best level that they could, despite being short so many players. So you got to give them credit. Okay, 1-2 record. No, it's actually pretty good with the conditions that they were given heading into the tournament. So give the Cardinals credit. Cardinals sit at a record of 7-4-0-1 if you include the tournament. So they've had a good start to the season, as UMD has had too. So it's going to be a strong game tonight. Should be a fun one, and one more game before the holiday season begins, and it always seems to be against the University of Maryland.
Yeah, I think Catholic so far are very happy with their play, especially with missing those key players. And I think it'd be huge for them to come into the second semester already 1-0 in division play. And even though they have a couple losses recently, really happy with the way they're playing, and I think it'll carry a lot of momentum over.
Well, it might sound interesting, but one way you can look at it, it's like everything has been a preparation up into this game. It's a big game against Maryland, the first one of the year, like we mentioned, and end the season right before the holidays, or end the semester right before the holidays with a win. It's just one way to look at it. If the Cardinals came into this game 0-11 or 0-12, and you could say, oh, their season's going terrible. If they still only win 6 games all year, and let's say they're all 6 league games, they still make the playoffs.
Right.
It's one way you can look at it. It's interesting, but that's how the ACCHL works. The division, the league the Cardinals are a part of this year, or have been for several seasons now. So it's just one way you can look at it.
Yeah, it's not a must-win right now, but you feel like it almost is. It's a really important game. If you want to make the playoffs, get back to getting in the playoffs. Last year we missed it. We felt like a little disappointed, right? And you want to get back there.
Absolutely. 2 years ago, Cardinals, a pretty high seed in the tournament, fell to Loyola in the first game of the quarterfinal, losing 9-5 in that game. But Cardinals haven't made the playoffs since, and tough way to go out for those seniors at the time. But obviously the Cardinals, who are still here now, seniors who maybe were sophomores back then, they want to get back to the playoffs, and the road to the playoffs starts here. That's one way you can look at it. You're really looking to get into the playoffs with a record in league play of 5-1, at worst 4-2. So you really don't have much room to lose. Like CNU already sitting at 0-3, that is not good for them. So both teams at their benches now. Mark in net for CUA, Canizares in net for the University of Maryland. Both strong goaltenders. All UMD players coming over to the blue line for the national anthem, as is Catholic in just a moment. Starting 5 for the Cardinals today: Joey Henry on defense, Frankie Merja at the left wing, Cole Mulcahy at the right defense, Will Brunner at center, and Jackson Shoreswater at the right wing. As we now have the national anthem and pay our respects to all who have served for the United States of America. Well, both teams excited. It's a big game tonight. Maryland obviously 2-0 in league play. Catholic, first league game of the season. 2 big games. Won already by the Terrapins. Cardinals' first league game tonight. Just about underway. We're live on the Logston Pavilion. It's a very interesting situation tonight regarding league play. It's an Olympic-sized rink, and usually most conference games are not played on this rink. But tonight, we have a conference game on the Logston rink, and that's the first time I can remember the Cardinals have played on this rink. They've practiced on this rink, but they never have actually played a game on this rink, as far as I can remember.
You got to wonder how it'll affect the gameplay, right? You have extra space. Olympic size is longer and wider, so you have more space out there. Speed's more the name of the game than checking. And so I think that favors the Cardinals, but we'll see.
Well, any questions regarding tonight's broadcast, feel free to put them in the chat with the text icon. And now we're ready for the opening faceoff underway here. Maryland and the Catholic Cardinals, a rivalry reignited here tonight this evening. Off the draw, Catholic's able to not win the draw. It's dumped back into the Cardinals' end by the Terrapins, and Cole Mulcahy will calm things down back behind the Cardinal cage. Shoreswater holds it, pass across and ahead for Frankie Merja, that's out of his reach. He's chasing after it now, though. Hits the man and tries to dig the puck free. Over to Will Brunner, who's chasing it as well. At the wall, bodies collide. Players come together. Big hit. Schwarzwater with the puck. He got knocked off his stick and now shot back out of the zone. Back to center ice. Joey Henry. Pass across to Como Kehi back in the Cardinals defensive end. Cardinals going for a change. Henry long feed across over to Jackson Schwarzwater. He takes the man down with the big check and gets the puck back on his stick. Schwarzwater into the corner, trying to get to that puck. Bodied along the wall, loses the puck again, and players fell down again back behind the play. It was Schwarzwater tangled up in a collision. They also iced the puck as Maryland. So we have a stoppage with 19:02 remaining here in the first period. Still 0-0 the score.
Less than a minute in, and physicality is rampant. You can see the good old-fashioned hate between these two teams reigniting.
So we had an icing call previously. 7 more seconds taken off the clock. 18:55 left. Ozone draw coming up for the Cardinals. Draw coming up to the left of the goaltender, Canizares. Connor Desjardins in on the draw with the wingers, Matthew McQueenie and Owen Finnegan. Off this draw was a tie-up and cleared out by UMD. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here comes UMD down the left side. The pass across to the winger. The pass across again, and they score. UMD with the early goal takes the 1-0 lead.
Maryland with some speed off the rush. They got a 2-on-1 and a little give and go, and Mark had no chance on that one.
2-on-1, the Catholic defense got caught. And Maryland makes them pay. Goal scored by number 25, Christopher Hassett. With the stats that we have on the team, it is his 7th goal of the season. He's been red hot. Catholic's going to have to watch out for him. So early lead with just under 2 minutes gone by here in the first. Maryland in front now, 1-0. It was a backdoor play. Mark had no chance on it, a 2-on-1. The cross crease pass and back of the cage, 1-0 Maryland. Cardinals now turn the puck over again. The shot from the slot by Hassett. And that deflects out of play with 18:26 remaining here in the first period.
Good block out there. You'll need that all night. Getting bodies in front of the puck, helping Daniel Mark not have to make so many saves.
Draw coming up to the left of Daniel Mark, won by UMD. The shot from the point deflects off a skate, and the Cardinals now able to clear it out just to center as Brunner knocked it down out of his zone. UMD with possession again, loose at center ice. Maryland now with the puck on sides. It's Hassett again. Johnson watches him and tries to push into the perimeter, but Hassett to the high slot again, the shot. And I believe Mark may have gotten a piece here. It was blocked. From the point, another shot. That's blocked. Frankie Merja with speed the other way. Merja by himself on the left side wing. He holds the shot. He fires it. The save made by Canizares. Puck loose. It was Frankie Merja by himself for a moment, and UMD will easily now move this puck out, fling it through center, Hassett on the puck again, and blindly passes it back to Merja, who will fling this into the zone. Chasing after it is Finnegan, but it rolls to the goaltender after the long flip play, and it's a whistle as Canizares has covered the puck.
It's almost Merja's signature move right there at this point. I think he's done that half a dozen times this year, just pressuring the defenseman, getting a turnover, and almost a breakaway there.
So Maryland now winning the draw in their defensive zone. They'll flip it high out of the zone and try and play it back into the middle. But Desjardins picks that pass off and dumps it back behind the right side goal line. He tried to at least, but it was blocked. Puck now loose at center once again. McQueenie trying to get a stick on it, as is Finnegan. Finnegan will, and he'll dump it back behind the net where UMD's defense will have to play this puck. Jack Mendelow had trouble clearing the puck. Now he's able to and gets it ahead of their captain, number 7, Carter Kelly. Knocked down by Kelly with his hand, and now playing it further into the zone, or almost was UMD. It was knocked away again. Kelly with possession. Almost overskates the puck, but gets it back. Kelly, the pass ahead to Martella. Martella now around one. Back hit. Hander tries to put it towards the net. Back behind the net is Martella. The pass out to the winger. And back out towards the right side point. They step into a shot, and it's just wide of the net again. Ryan Trott holds onto the puck at the left side dot. Back out towards the point. Defenseman lets it go, and the blocker saved by Daniel Mark. Rebound still loose. Henry having trouble. Trying to clear by his right side goal line. Looking to clear out of the zone. Overskates the puck and he can't clear. Martella on the attack again. Drops it off at the man at the point. Bobby's the shot. And Daniel Mark loves that one down with authority. 16:23 to go in the first period. The Cardinals now down, still down 1-0.
So far, Maryland's been the dominant team. Catholic defensively has to play the body and get players back, and then offensively, stop turning the puck over. Got to be calm and collected and make good passes here.
Off this draw, Maryland wins it. They tried to put it towards the cage, but it was blocked, and Catholic coming away with it now. It's Brendan Johnson chasing. Johnson was able to get the puck over the goal line, and now back out towards the right side wall. At the half wall, Brunner shoots it back behind the cage. Chasing after it, big hit laid out by Brunner. Cardinals can't keep it in at the line. Selwyn plays it across, and now ahead of the play and trying to get around the defense was UMD. Johnson knocked him off the stick. Johnson in the corner, bodied hard along the wall. Trying to keep it alive and clear as Catholic. They can't turn over the shot. Mark got a piece of it again. Brunner trying to stay with it. They lift his stick and now pass into the high slot was knocked away by Catholic. They regain possession, and here comes Frankie Merja now. Merja moving well. Long feed in on the goaltender. Just goes close and just over the net. Man, it almost dipped right into the cage. Very close call. Cardinals with possession are at the right side faceoff dot. Shoreswater overskated the puck and lost it. UMD will get to it and try and split the defense, but Selwyn getting back in time, able to save the day. Here comes Selwyn. Pass across to the middle of the ice. At center now, Shoreswater's got it off the feet from Merja. Shoreswater by himself, holds it. Wraps around the cage, looking for help. Oh, a hit late from the play, but play continues. Here comes Maryland. Now another hit along the wall by Mulcahy. Dumped back behind the Catholic cage. Henry now trying to get his stick on the puck back behind the Catholic net. Bodies come together. Puck still floating around. And now clearing the zone is not Catholic. It's still alive. The shot taken from the high slot. It's blocked away again. Loose back behind the cage one more time. Mulcahy tries to clear. He can't. Now, in front of the net in the high slot, Desjardins. Nice feed ahead to Connor Combs. Able to get enough of it and able to try and play it further into the UMD zone, but it's broken up. Henry gets enough of it just to clear the zone. Back across Maryland, on sides again. Nice feed into the middle. They'll dump this one back behind the cage and chase after it. The shot towards the middle of the zone was blocked away. Loose back behind the cage again, picked up by the Cardinals. Safely by Mulcahy. Flip pass to Weidenkampf. I believe he got a piece of it with his stick, so it won't be icing. He takes the man hard into the boards as the Cardinals continue to go for a change. Weidenkampf, the shot, in on goal. The save made. A little bit of a weight whack by Weidenkampf. He puts his hands up and surrenders rather quickly. But it's the no-zone draw for Catholic.
Weidenkampf saying, "My bad, boys. Didn't think the whistle had blown yet." But that's what you want to see from the Cardinals. You're not getting many clean looks. You just want to get pucks on net, and guys going there, and Weidenkampf doing just that.
So Cardinals off this draw. Johnson the shot. It was blocked and deflected away into the corner. Loose back behind the cage again. Finnegan chases after it. Getting to the puck was Brunner. Open man at the point, Selwyn. Quickly plays it back down low one more time. Brunner trying to get to it. He can't. At the line, Selwyn holds on to it. Lets the shot go. Deflected, and the save made by Canizares again. Brunner holds on to it. Pass into the high slot. At the line, Johnson keeps it in and takes the shot himself. It's also blocked. Johnson gets the rebound and plays it back behind the cage again. Cardinals not able to find the puck. UMD gets it, but still can't clear. McQueenie, a dump in from the point. Waiting for this puck to get to him with Selwyn. Brunner will get to it instead around the left side half wall. And at the point, UMD comes away with it with speed. Pass it into the middle. The shot taken. The big save by Daniel Mark with the glove.
Daniel Mark refuses for a repeat of the first goal. Catholic once again giving up a 2-on-1 and a grade A scoring opportunity, but Daniel Mark says no.
It was a good save from Daniel Mark. Great chance for UMD to go up 2-0. Logan Selwyn got caught in the play again. He got caught pinching and didn't get back in time, but Daniel Mark's able to bail him out this time. At the line, Maryland, the pass into the high slot, and almost a one-timer from the slot was just broken up at the last second. At the left side point, another shot taken. It rolls to Daniel Mark, and he will make the save. With 13 minutes remaining here in the first period, the score is still 1-0, UMD.
A little bit of a cheeky play there by Frankie Merja, popping number 7 stick of Maryland up into the rafters.
Yeah, right. right in front of the net. Players were battling, and Merja sent his stick skyward. Now, off this draw, Cardinals trying to get to it. Merja, not hard enough out of the zone. Good block by Desjardins at the last second to prevent that puck from getting in on net. It's back behind the Cardinal cage at the right side. Now at the face-off dot, Shoreswater tries to kick it back to his stick. Continues to hack and whack, and now he does, and he'll play this one hoping for Frankie Merja. He can't get enough of it, though, and it's played back in by the Terrapins, where the Cardinals overskate the puck, and it's picked up by Maryland in the high slot, the shot, and Mark ready again with the glove, able to make another great save.
Some lackadaisical plays from the Cardinals out there. Daniel Mark continually bailing them out, but that can't happen all night. Cardinals need to turn it around.
Cardinals getting a little lazy in their zone. Passes not too crisp. The Cardinals, well, Maryland they're a much improved team. Last year, they had their woes a little bit, but they have improved a lot. And you can see it in this early going as Catholics has their handful. Off this draw, Cardinals not able to win it at the line. Cardinals got possession of it after the draw. They played all the way down. It won't be icing, so goaltender Canizares will have to come out and play it. 12-12 to go here in the first period. Played back across the length of the ice, and now into the neutral zone by UMD. They're onsides again. They're going to wait and take another shot on Mark. Save made by the pad. Rebound just went wide of the cage. Maryland now with possession back behind the Catholic net. Player falls down. They got a penalty coming up on Catholic for a hook. So dragged down behind the play.
Is it on Johnson? Looks to be, but Catholic Cardinals penalty kill has been fantastic recently. I think they had a perfect record at the tournament a couple weekends ago. So hopefully they can continue that here.
Well, Johnson in the box, 2 minutes for hooking. Quick whistle off the face-off for a face-off violation, so we'll redo the draw. See if the time comes back up on the clock. I don't believe it will, so 2 seconds went by off the draw. We'll see if we were waiting for the penalty to come up on the board, and now we are. That's what the whistle was for, but 2 seconds just came off the clock. But we play on here. Maryland with possession on their power play. Cardinals paying more in penalty kill. Looks to go 1 for 1 tonight. With possession now down low, back behind the Catholic cage. Maryland collects. They'll move it back out towards the right side faceoff dot. They'll look for the pass back door, taken away by the Cardinals, but at the line, Maryland's able to keep it alive. Puck in the feet of Desjardins for a moment, but he couldn't get to it. Now he does. Desjardins, shorthanded, has possession in the neutral zone. Gets to the blue line, the pass across the Shoreswater. He's going to hold on to it and now float this one into the zone with 1:25 to go on the power play for UMD and 11:10 to go here in the first period. Maryland still in possession and leading 1-0. On sides, Carter Kelly sets up shop. Waits at the right side point. Kelly walks the line, looks for the open pass down low. He's got the open man. Pass down low again by the goal line, looking for the one bam-bam play for the cross crease was Maryland, but it was broken up by Catholic. Got Shoreswater potentially for a break shorthanded. He almost stripped Kelly at the neutral zone of the puck for a breakaway, but getting enough of it into the zone was Martella, his teammate. Martella back to Hassett at the left side face-off dot. Taken back by Martella, but good penalty killing from Catholic. Henry prevented that play from getting through. Catholic still can't clear as Mulcahy was overtaken with 10:30 to go here in the first at the left side line. Now at the face-off dot at the left side, it's Hassett with possession. Floats it back out to the captain. Kelly had trouble with the puck, but settles it down. Kelly waits, holds onto the puck. Kelly walks the line, deflects for the shot. He was looking for a deflection as well and went wide of the cage. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Hassett with possession. Back out to Kelly. Kelly the shot, deflection, and Mark got a piece of it. Big save for the goal for the netminder. Now, Crisol back out to the open man at the point. Kelly, the captain. Time winding down on the power play. Kelly looking for an open option. Floats it back out to Hassett at the faceoff dot at the left side. Cardinal, Johnson's out of the box. It's even strength, and coming out of the box and getting a piece of it, I believe, was Finnegan for a moment. Or excuse me, Johnson went to the bench. Finnegan came on the ice. And the Cardinals are able to kill it off as Maryland goes for a change. Had the same players out there for the entire 2 minutes. Now, pass into the high slot, broken up by Catholic. Getting possession of the puck and shooting it into the safety netting was CUA with 9:30 to go here in the first period.
Great kill by the Cardinals, and hopefully they can use some of that momentum and get on the score sheet right now. It's been only Maryland really controlling the play, controlling the physicality, but Cardinals great kill.
Good kill from CUA. Penalty kill 1 for 1 now as here's a shot from the point that rang off the post as it was deflected. Now into the safety, at the left side goal line. Cardinals now are still sloppy in their own zone, turning the puck over constantly, aggressive forechecking, but I believe the Cardinals have knocked the net off as a result of the crazy forechecking from Maryland, and will have a defensive zone draw for CUA in a few moments as they fix the net. Like you mentioned, that was a Selwyn who's a little too sloppy with the puck. Not trying to pinpoint him, but he's had a couple plays at the line where he's turned it over, he's gotten caught, and it's another chance where Catholic, I thought they drew a penalty initially, or took another penalty, but not this time. Off this draw, Catholic can't clear. Maryland with possession. They walk it towards the high slot. It's not cleared out again at the line by CUA. With possession at the left side goal line is Maryland. They'll float it back down low. Selwyn trying to get to it for the Cardinals, as is UMD. Hit along the wall as Brenner's trying to help out his winger. Brenner knocks the man down with authority, but the Cardinals still can't possession. Along the wall, another big hit. Sides shrugged off by Maryland. The shot, a big save by Mark as he bobbled the puck. Another shot, the blocker save. Another hit by McQueenie, too, in the high slot. Play continues. Physical out there tonight. Brunner gets this pass across to Johnson. He floats it high in the air. It hits the stanchion, and we're going to have another defensive zone draw. Let's try and break all of that down. That was alive.
That one that stood out to me, it seemed like the Cardinals were in the right position, but puck still got to the Terrapin player right in front of Daniel Mark, and he had to make a great save. 3 players right around the Terrapin, but none of them got the puck or the man. Great save by Daniel Mark.
And Mark had the puck in his glove, but he bobbled it. And sometimes when that happens, it's easy to knock the puck in your net, but Mark was able to just hold on to it just enough and push it forward with his glove to prevent it from becoming 2-0. So play continuing here. Loose back behind the Catholic net. Henry looks to set up and clear for the Cardinals. Henry a little bit of trouble as he deals with Hassett. I feel like he's been out there the entire game so far. Hassett down low to the open man. I believe it's Martella. Bodied a little bit by Desjardins. Shoreswater trying to get possession and clear out the other side. Shoreswater ahead hoping for Merja. Merja along the wall steals it. Here he comes. Merja has it now. He's got Shoreswater with him. Merja across to Shoreswater. Pulls the shot. Lets it go. And the save made by the blocker of Canizares. Cardinals not a lot of chances in the last few minutes. That was their best one since before the penalty that Johnson took. In the neutral zone, picked up by Cole Mulcahy. He's tripped and no, they did call it. Player not liking the call. Number 21, Nate Dishner, will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping.
Cardinals' first power play of the game. Struggled a little bit for the past few weeks, but I've heard that they've mixed things up a little bit. Maybe try a new power play setup. So we'll see how that goes.
The Cardinals not very successful in the power play in Iceworks, or at Iceworks in Aston, Pennsylvania. I believe they only had a power play goal in the Ramapo game and one in the Gettysburg game. So they had a lot of chances in those games. A lot of penalties were drawn, but haven't been successful as of late. Could be due to the injuries as well. But now with possession of the puck in the O-zone is on Maryland, and they are able to clear down the length of the ice with 7:24 to go here in the first period. Cardinals now with possession back behind their net. I believe McQueenie is a bit banged up at center ice, but he's staying out there and shrugging off the injury he's feeling as of now. Here comes Shoreswater now. Shoreswater on sides at the right side face-off dot. Holds onto the puck and looks to set up shop. Shoreswater down low to Johnson. He waits. Back out to Mulcahy. Back out to Johnson at the right side dot. Back to his teammate. Fakes the one-timer with Mulcahy from the point. Gives to Shoreswater the shot. Looking for the rebound. And it just didn't go that time. Now, Johnson again gets it to McQueenie. McQueenie looking for the rat play on goal. That's blocked one more time, and Maryland clear down the length of the ice with 1:05 to go on the Cardinal Priz power play. 6:40 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Maryland. Cardinals now looking to tie. Mulcahy across. Finds the open man Shoreswater at the blue line. He's on sides. Sidesteps a check at the line. Mulcahy able to keep it away from Maryland forecheckers, but now coming away with Shoreswater at the right side faceoff dot. Backdoor play, and almost tucking it home was Finnegan. He was ready for the puck to come towards his stick, but he couldn't get it to go. Johnson walks the line again. Onside, says the official. Johnson lets it go. The save made by Canizares off the left side pad. Johnson trying to get the puck in the corner. It floats out towards the point, the shot. Another save made by Canizares. Shores water now. Left side point. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Under 6 in the period. The shot, the floater shot, save, rebound. Canizares got that too. Still not cleared out by by Maryland. Shoreswater plays it down low. He tried to, but it was intercepted by Maryland and now cleared down the length of the ice. And that'll do it for the Catholic power play. Mark looking to catch Maryland in an exchange. The pass ahead to Finnegan. He's on sides pretty much by himself, though. And it's a turnover. Here comes Maryland now going the other way. It's Martella on sides at the right side faceoff dot. Tried to sidestep around the Catholic defense. Good stick to keep the man to the perimeter. And now at the point is Maryland. They misplayed the puck originally. They were offsides. They'll have to touch up. And now Selwyn will regain possession. Tried to regain possession. The Maryland forechecker was right in his face. But Catholic now able to clear down the length of the ice. It will not go for icing with 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Combs trying to battle for it. At the line, Catholic able to keep it alive. Moving out of the zone again, is taking repossession of the puck was Martella as he sidesteps a check from Frankie Merja. Martella knocked down in front. Referee's going to elect to let that go. He was reaching for his whistle but didn't call it. Could have been an interference call, potentially a roughing, but play continues. Martella, big hit by Selwyn to separate the man from the puck. Catholic still can't get possession of it though. Puck loose around the left side faceoff dot, taken back by Will Brunner, and now up ahead to Frankie Merja, who will float this just to center. Taken back by the captain, Carter Kelly from Maryland. Kelly around one and another. Kelly a nice move and taken to the perimeter by Joey Henry, and he hits him into the corner boards too. But still coming away with the puck is Martella. Kelly the shot, the save made again. Rebound, another shot, that's blocked away too. And Catholic now sprawling a bit in their defensive zone. Henry ahead to Combs. It's got enough of it with his stick, and now taking it back is Maryland. Merja with the cross check from behind. Oh, Selwyn big hit too, but play continues. As the puck's in the high slot, bounces around again, loose in the crease now. The shot taken, they're going to call a penalty here. They believe this is going to be on CUA.
I think it might just be a hand pass, but looks like he was motioning with his hand.
Yes, they did motion for a hand pass, with 3:56 to go in the first period. 1-0 still in favor of Maryland. Off this draw in the neutral zone, Maryland won the draw and floated it quickly behind the Catholic cage. With possession of it is UMD at the right side faceoff dot. The hold on to the puck, take the shot, it was blocked in front. Selwyn now trying to clear out through the right side boards, gets it ahead to Finnegan and floated it ahead for Matthew McQueenie, who almost had a step on the defense. But getting repossession of it was Maryland, but they're offsides. 3:35 to go in the first. Catholic still down 1-0, and I think they're rather fortunate to be only down 1-0. Maryland has been applying the pressure the entire period, and Catholic's getting their chances, but they're not coming very frequently, and Catholic's in their defensive zone they're dealing with several Maryland players constantly converging on whoever has the puck, and as a result, the Cardinals are struggling as of now, but lucky to only be down by a goal. Off this draw at center, floated back in behind the Catholic net. Johnson able to play it up ahead to Owen Finnegan, who's had the puck knocked off his stick. It's loose back behind the Cardinal net, but picked up by Brendan Johnson, and he's able to clear that puck out of the zone. With possession again, trying to sidestep around McQueenie. Good stick checking to get it back to his winger, Connor Desjardins, who now puts it in McQueenie's feet, who didn't see the puck originally, and Maryland will regain possession at center ice. Maryland around one and another. A little bit of a infraction perhaps as the Cardinal player got it close to enough to the Maryland player to almost knock him off the puck, but Maryland dumped it back in behind the Catholic end where Desjardins will flip this one towards the cage. 2:42 to go here in the first period. A high pace, fast action first. At the line, Finnegan's able to keep it in and elects to dump it back down low. Weidenkampf going to chase for CUA. Catholic at the line can't keep the puck in. They were still going for a change. Catholic's now offsides as they touch up, but loose at center ice is the puck, and now shot back down the length of the ice, back into the Cardinals' defensive zone. Mulcahy up ahead off the stick of Weidenkamp. Will Brunner would get to it with speed at the left side dot, looking to center it in front, and it was just taken away by the stick of UMD, and they'll clear this one out through center. Henry across one more time to Connor Combs. Combs with a step. Combs to the backhander, the shot. He fanned on it the first time. The rebound, he got that on net. The save made by Canizares. 2 minutes to go here in the first, and UMD with the puck now on sides, 4-on-2. Now settling down the puck a little bit, now walking it towards the high slot. They let the shot go, and it's just wide of the net at the right side goal line. Cardinals can't get possession. Down low at the right side faceoff dot. Trying to keep it alive is Maryland with 1:40 to go in the first. Weidenkamp presses his man into the boards, trying to get possession of the puck. He lets his teammate Mulcahy get to it and keeping it alive at the line, but coming away with the puck is Connor Combs. Connor Combs with a step, in on goal, running out of speed a little bit, but gets a backhander in on net for a big and important shot for CUA. 1:23 to go in the first period. Ozone draw coming up for CUA.
Connor Combs all over the ice on that shift. That's 2 great scoring chances from him. Just hard work and being confident with the puck. I think that's something that the Cardinals could do better at. It seems like a lot of chips, a lot of dumps, and they're not keeping possession of the puck, and then they lose the battles, and Terrapins are on offense again.
Now here's a quick shot off the draw, the save made. Rebound the shot, another shot, and Canizares got that too. Cardinals with possession of it. Merja down low to Mulcahy, but the puck hopped off his stick, who have to regather at center ice. Had trouble with it for the moment. Gets it back, now turned over again, and Carter Kelly's on the attack the other way. Lets the shot go in on Daniel Mark, and a big glove save by the left-handed netminder.
A little bit of an excessive windmill from Daniel Mark, wouldn't you say?
Well, he's feeling it. He's playing well so far. It's a big game. You kind of want to get that swagger going early. He's been doing a good job so far. Minute 3, 1:03 seconds left in the first period. Defensive zone draw for Catholic. Catholic's able to win it. Henry across to Mulcahy. Floats it ahead, back to Henry, and now long feed hoping for Merja. He'll get this puck off the boards. Merja now, he's got Shoreswater with him, gives it to him, shoots it, in on goal, the save made. Oh, he got it just between the legs. He didn't know he had it at first, but he did. Almost won 5-hole to tie the game up with Shoreswater.
Referee having a little chat with Schwarzwalder, telling him to not poke at the goalie after the whistle, but Catholic players hungry for a goal.
Off this draw, Catholic not able to win it. UMD is able to clear. Mulcahy will regain possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Johnson across to Mulcahy. Back across, hoping for the open man, Desjardins, but it's taken back by Kelly, who mispassed and gave it to Merja, who didn't know who had the puck, and Merja didn't know he had it either, and it's back in front of the Catholic cage where Johnston will settle it down, hoping for Shoreswater. That was a poor pass and taken back by Maryland. And puck bouncing eventually goes to Martella, who's in on sides, takes the shot, and getting a piece of that, I believe, was Mulcahy to block it. And the Cardinals, now Johnson battling for it at the left side goal line, able to push it further ahead, but still not out of the zone. Johnson at the point in his own zone, still couldn't get the puck out of the zone, but the clock will wind down. 1-0 Maryland after 1 period of play. It was a high-fast and high-paced first period, but the Cardinals come away only down 1-0, and it easily could have been more.
Definitely lucky.
So 1-0 Maryland after 1 period of play. We'll have the first period intermission report coming up in a few moments, but thanks for tuning in so far on this Saturday evening. Cardinals, University of Maryland. 1-0 Maryland after 1 period of play. We'll be back to break it down in a few moments. Catholic down 1-0 after 1 period of play. Maryland scored an early goal. Christopher Hassett with the assist from Timur Yuzbashev. Hassett finished a give and go early in the first period. I believe it wasn't even 2 minutes in. Logan Selwyn got caught pinching at the point. He went down and couldn't get back in time, and Maryland saw the give and go play, ready to rock and roll from the jump pretty much, and Hassett tucked home a loose puck. Daniel Mark with no chance on that one. That made it 1-0. Early in games, especially when you're playing at home against in a divisional game, you can't let up looks like that, especially early. It can be crucial to a team's demise. It could be crucial to a team just faltering in the early going. But Catholic, they didn't break afterwards. It was 1-0 after one. Easily could have been at least 4-0 right now. But Daniel Mark is playing very well. 12 saves for Mark on 13 shots in the first period. Canizares 8 saves on 8 shots. Not many penalties to speak of. Brendan Johnson went down for hooking. It was called for hooking, and number 21, Nate Dishner, was called for a trip later in the first period. But no special teams goals. Both special teams are 0 for 1 on the power play, 1 for 1 on their respective penalty kills, and Catholic looking to try and tie the game heading into the second period.
Now, hopefully the Cardinals can use the intermission as a reset. Just put it behind them. They're only down 1-0. The game's still very much a game, and I think the Cardinals should be confident that they can win this.
No, it's definitely a winnable game. If you're able to hold Maryland after 1 period to 1 goal, and especially in a period where you're outplayed, the Cardinals are in a spot where they're like, hey, we can try and take the lead here. We can tie this. We can win this. So obviously, like we mentioned, big game, of course. No other teams really playing tonight. We did have Westchester played Rowan last night. Don't have a score from that game. And same thing with Loyola and Stevenson. But a couple other big games around the league as of note that we mentioned. And we'll have to wait and see if Catholic can continue to win this one or come back and win this one tonight. But definitely doable.
Right. I mean, you look at it as we didn't play our best hockey, and we're still only down 1-0. So if we do get to the level that we know we're capable of, I mean, anything's possible. Maybe not the 10-0 game they're looking for from last year, and maybe that's why they were slow to start, is they were expecting that, just coasting for the victory, and whereas Maryland, they were looking for revenge.
Well, they sure are. It's 1-0 after 1, like we mentioned. Could easily be more than that. We'll stop on that note, and both teams coming back to the ice now to start the second period. Catholic, Connor Combs always seems to do a lot versus Maryland. He has, I believe, 2 goals in his career against Maryland, and he's always been a player of note against Maryland. Maybe it's because it's his hometown state. School's not far from where he lives. He always seems to play well against Maryland. Had a breakaway pretty much, but he ran out of steam as he was going down the length of the ice. It was a long shift, and he was able to get a backhander in on goal, and he had another shot earlier off a rebound too. So Connor Combs has had a good start to the game this evening. We'll see if that can continue, and maybe his dominance against Maryland can continue in the second period. So both teams now back on the ice. Maryland pretty much walking behind us as they're coming out to take the ice. Only one door working here this evening at the rink in Laurel, Maryland. So that's Maryland ready to hop back on the ice. Christopher Hassett's back on the ice. Like we mentioned, he scored his 7th goal of the year in the first period. Got the assist from Timur Yuzbashev. So those players are definitely something to watch out for. We talked about in the pregame how they had big games against CNU, and that basically brought the wins home in both of them. They had a combined 5 points in 2 games and 4 in 2 games. They are definitely players Catholic has to continue to watch out for. They've already 1 point each for each of them tonight.
Maryland's top line getting on the scoreboard, as you just mentioned, but I think Catholic's top line has gotten their chances too, between Frankie Merja, Jackson Schwarzwalder, Will Brunner. They're looking good. I'd expect good things to come later in this game if they keep it up.
Just need to get some sustained zone pressure. They haven't had a lot of that. Their power play did look good. I'll have to say their power play did a great job in the first period. They didn't convert, but they had good looks on the goaltender, Canizares, and they've been making them work.
Yeah, I like the power play. It just seemed like they simplified things. They weren't looking for the give and goes. It was get up top and get low shots, and they had, I think, Owen and McQueenie down low, both in front of the net, trying to get in front of the goalie's eyes, and there's some good chances. I think if they continue to do that, they'll have some success.
So both teams pretty much ready to go to start the second period. Frankie Merja, Will Brunner, Cole Mulcahy, Jackson Schwarzwater, and Joey Henry ready to start the second period for the Catholic Cardinals, and Maryland still at their bench now will bring out their starting 5 for the second period. So the Cardinals, different looking play off the faceoff. They have Joey Henry lining up at the right wing, and they had Schwarzwater back as the Cardinals tried to play this one into the zone quickly, perhaps for a breakaway or catch somebody off guard, but Maryland was able to get back in time and break that play up. At the line, Merja able to keep it in. Merja, a backhander shot, just went through the crease. Brunner trying to plate it back towards the point with one hand on his stick. Couldn't get enough of it, though, and Maryland will come away with it, moving now well through center on sides. At the right side, Maryland circles behind the Catholic cage. They'll lug onto the puck, and at the left side point, they elect to pass down low by the goal line. Players will switch places. The man with the puck now at the left side dot. Overtaken for a moment by Mulcahy, but he actually sidestepped the check. Now loose man in the high slot has the puck, lets it go, and rang off the pipe. Oh, it was a great shot. Mark getting a little lucky from his friend, the right post. At the left side point, another shot taken, goes wide of the cage. At the right side dot, another shot. Mark got a piece of that as well. Still with time at the left side goal line. Looking in front for the tip, and that one just wide of the net. Now trying to backhand it in on Mark was UMD. That was broken up one more time. Now at the right side dot, Schwarzwater trying to sidestep a check. He was able to dig the puck free. He gains the red line and had the puck knocked off of his stick. And Maryland will regain possession, but Schwarzwater still chasing. Now Maryland with possession. They'll dump the puck back behind the Catholic cage. Mulcahy trying to get to it, has players in his face to work with, was able to get the puck away from some players. And Mulcahy now looking for the long flip to McQueenie, who was not able to get a stick on that, but it won't go for icing. So Maryland will have to pick up the puck back in their defensive end. 18:30 to go here in the second period. The score is still 1-0. Henry long feet ahead, hoping for McQueenie off the mark. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Maryland now not able to shoot it in the zone. McQueenie has Finnegan with a step. Finnegan back to McQueenie with the pass. He had a step towards the net, but elected to pass it instead. And the Cardinals now were offsides. As a result, they got kind of tangled up. And 18:06 remaining here in the second period. It's still 1-0 at Maryland.
Going back to that abnormal face-off to start the period, I think Coach Jackson Schwarzwater lining up as a defenseman so that he could kind of shoot through the middle there and look for a break, but didn't exactly happen as they drew it up, but still got the puck down low into the Terrapins' end and got some chances. Well,
off this draw, Maryland's able to win the draw and get around the Catholic defense. The shot taken was blocked off of Johnson's stick as Maryland was cutting towards the slot. At the line, at the point, it's cleared out by CUA. Maryland will have to settle it down and pass across to their defensive partner. Now they pass across to the wing to Kelly, and now across the length of the ice to Martella, who's on sides. He lets the shot go. It was blocked, and it'll roll to Mark, who will cover for another whistle.
Nice passing play from the Terrapins that we really haven't seen from the Cardinals. Just bang, 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 and they're through the neutral zone, and they've got a shot on net. Just really clean, using the wide Olympic ice sheet. Nice play from the Terrapins.
17:40 to go here in the second period. I think we haven't really mentioned that enough. It's part of the reason why there's so many loose pucks at center or passes take a little bit longer. We're playing on an Olympic ice sheet. If we didn't mention that enough, that's part of the reason why there's been so many loose pucks in the neutral zone behind the net. It just takes a little bit longer for players to get there where they want it to go. So O-zone now for Catholic, trying to pick up the puck at the point was Desjardins, but coming away with it was UMD. They're onside. They walk it towards the slot. The shot that's blocked away by Brendan Johnson. Coming away with it now is along the wall was Crisall. Circles the cage, back out towards the point. They look for the one-time pass, but it was blocked away by Finnegan, who floated it ahead for Weidenkopf, who's going to chase hard after this puck. And as a result, he knocked the man down. They could have been, no tripping call. He kind of fell on his own, but Cardinals almost picked that puck up in the O-zone for a moment, but UMD able to recover and now gain the offensive zone. They hold it. Go in front for the pass. It's blocked away. Taken back by CUA. Brunner ahead to Weidenkopf. Has to skate into this puck. He's able to get to it and chase this one and dump it into the zone. Weidenkopf after the puck. Takes the man into the boards. Or he tried to for a moment, but the player skated away from him before he could hit him. And now shot down the length of the ice by Maryland. It will not go for icing. I believe Mulcahy could have touched that a bit sooner, but he wanted the call and didn't get it. Oh, big hit by Weidenkopf, and that's going to be a penalty. Weidenkampf went right over to him. I don't think he meant to hurt him. He kind of gave him a tap on the behind a little bit.
Is that going to be an interference?
It most likely will be interference. He was going for the puck. It was from behind a tad. Player's a little shaken up as well. Didn't see a signal. I'm assuming it's interference. Let's wait and see if they make the signal and make sure the player's okay. I believe he is. Number 43, Ryan Trott for Maryland is a little shaken up on the play.
I couldn't tell, was the puck just in his feet? He never touched it and Weidenkampf still hit him, or?
There's also a bit of a hit from behind, too.
Gotcha.
I think Weidenkampf let up when he saw him turn, or when he saw his back was turned. I did think he was just about touching the puck either way, but 2 minutes, and he's having trouble getting off the ice here. He's pretty gingerly skating off. We'll have to wait and see if he comes back into this game. Ryan Trott, third-line center for Maryland. Coach wants an explanation as why it couldn't have been 5 minutes. I don't know. I think I'd be hesitant to call it a 5 minute. But either way, it's a 2 minute minor penalty. We'll just call it for interference now, or roughing on Luke Weidenkampf. But Catholic had to kill enough another UMD power play. And they've had some good time. Here's Kelly, the shot, deflection, loose into the crease, and now taken away by Schwarzwater. Short-handed, he's got Mercer with him. Schwarzwater around one and then another. Schwarzwater at the right side, face-off that as the puck rolled away from him. He's chasing after it, gets it free. Now had it knocked away from him again. 15:52 to go here in the second period. Good look for Schwarzwater, but Maryland took the puck away from him, and now they're on sides, cutting towards the Catholic cage. The shot, that just went just wide of the net. Now loose back out at the right side point, taken back by Trott, who looked like he was injured. I don't know how serious it was, but he's right back out there again for the power play. Holding on to the puck again. Maryland walking the line. Open man Kelly. Down low. Into the slot. The shot. Oh, Mark kicks out the pad that time. Big save at the 9. Another shot taken. That's also blocked. With time, Hassett now. Lugs onto the puck. Waits. Down low to the open man, Crisal, back to Martella, taken back by Mercer. He's got Schwarzwater with him. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Mercer tried to find Schwarzwater. The puck was just knocked away at the last moment. Good play defensively to get back by Kelly. And here he comes rushing through center. Kelly on sides. Kelly waits, fires it. He just missed it, just wide of the cage. Over the net it was, but still with time. And now with the puck at the point is Hassett. Hassett across the Trot. Walks the line, gets around Desjardins, still with possession. Backhander pass behind the Catholic cage. Taken back, and now at the point again, it's Hassett. Sidestep move, gets it to Kelly. Kelly across. Open man Crisal, the shot, save, rebound, and Mark got a piece of that too. Oh, a big save. Now, still with time. Power play just about over. Holding it is Crisal. He waits. He holds. And getting back and getting enough of that was Desjardins trying to, oh man, almost had Weidenkampf out of the box for a breakaway, but he couldn't get to it in time. Catholic now, they've killed it off again. Kelly now. I mean, it was just a bunch of great plays from UMD, but Catholic at the same time, good defense to prevent any serious looks from getting through. They come away scotch-free again. It's 1-0 now, but Maryland still with possession as they overskate the puck by the right side Catholic goal line, and coming away, Desjardins flip pass to find McQueenie. Couldn't really get to that puck as it hit him in the back, and Maryland now on sides again, tries to move that puck into the O-zone. They will. Players battle in front. Trot gains possession of it, holds onto the puck. Selwyn tries to as well. Puck will roll to Johnson. He's able to get enough of it to clear. And having to chase it down now in the defensive zone is Maryland. Almost played it to Finnegan, who got a piece of that, but coming away with it now was the open man, number 17 for Maryland, Jack Mendelow. Mendelow took the shot. It was blocked. Rebound taken. Finnegan, oh man. They want an interference call as Catholic. They're not going to get it. They're going to say it was incidental contact, and they won't get the whistle. They wanted the call. They won't get it. Now, at the line again, Mercer pokes it free. Had room ahead of him to get the puck back, but he couldn't in time. And coming away with it now in the neutral zone is now CUA. Brunner gave him the pass. Mercer at the line. Couldn't handle it, though. It's loose in the neutral zone. Picked up by Catholic. Will dump it in with 12:55 to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 Maryland. Pass across again. It's taken back by Mercer at the left side dot. Took the shot in on goal. Rebound loose and now cleared out by Maryland as they go down the length of the ice. It won't be icing, so Mulcahy will have to try and get to it. Loose puck picked up by Schwarzwater. Gets it ahead in on goal, and Ken Azars will have to cover this one with 12:38 to go in the second period.
Another good penalty kill from the Cardinals, and you can see that one of the strengths is Schwarzwalder and Merge's ability to waste time. They skilled, they can go up against 3 or 4 guys and just control the puck. Maybe don't get a scoring opportunity, but waste quite a bit of power play time for the Terrapins, and that's what you need.
Now, Henry off the draw, couldn't keep it in. Maryland had the man ahead for a breakaway as they caught Henry for a moment, but they couldn't get the puck to settle in time to do so. So Henry now gets a piece of that puck, played it off the wall incidentally to Merger, who let the shot fly, and that may have tipped off the glove of the goaltender. Either way, Catholic was offsides, and the puck comes right towards us, right where we're standing at center ice. Dumps back in behind the UMD net. Catholic trying to get to it again, chasing after it. Is CUA. Maryland goes to the safety behind their cage and looks to start up. Long feet ahead. Combs able to prevent the pass. There's our man we were talking about, Combs, and here's another shot in on goal. That puts Combs at 3 shots for the evening so far in this game. Combs trying to watch his man by the right side goal line. Pressing the issue is Combs, trying to get to it. He almost got to it, but getting away at the last moment was UMD. Now they have speed in on sides. Dipsy-do around Henry. The shot, another one in on goal, and a big save from Daniel Mark. He got that too. Now, loose again at the left sideline at the face-off dot. Sidestepping Nick Scheck, has it across for the backdoor feed, and it's broken up one more time by Catholic, but they can't clear at the point. Oh man, Weidenkopf got sat down with a big hit in front of the Maryland bench. Play continues. Walking the puck towards the high slot. Henry's got it. Henry, and they're going to call a penalty here. Let's see who it's on. It might be on Weidenkopf, I believe. It will be. Hayden Erlewine was involved in that as well, and they're going to call, yes, it's a penalty to Weidenkopf.
Looks like interference for knocking number 24 of Maryland's stick out of his hands.
I believe that was what the call was. I'm a bit surprised. Well, Mercer did that earlier, but it was more or less after the play. And by a rule, that is interference. You don't usually see it called, but stick not out of the hands. They call interference. Another Maryland power play. And Catholic, when they get good looks, continue to shoot themselves in the foot. And as a result, they keep having to play a lot of defense. So Kelly back across, trying to find Hassett on the power play. Down low to Trott, and back out towards the left side dot to Hassett. Hassett with 1 goal tonight. He gives off to Kelly at the point. Back to Hassett. Back down low to Trott. Back to Hassett. Lets the shot go. Mark the save at the line. Catholic can't clear. Kelly with it. Minute 30 to go on the power play. 10:40 to go here in the second period. Kelly looking for the pass down low. Here's the shot taken. The fan on it was Maryland. Catholic and not able to get to it. Maryland now walks it towards the slot. Martella blocked away the shot. They score. May have been tipped in front, and Maryland on the power play goal takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, one of those plays we're bound to go in. Maryland's been doing the same, going around the net and feeding the guy in front, and Cardinals have been there. Like, it's not that they're so far out of position, but they're just not getting the stick or the body, and Maryland player got just enough to get it past Daniel Mark.
Nice quick shot, quick release, beats Mark. Ryan Trott got the goal. Ryan Trott's 3rd goal of the year, according to the statistics we were able to find. 3rd goal on the season. Trying to do his best. It looked like he was hurt significantly, but back on the ice. And
maybe a little bit of milking there for the penalty, but
oh no, I had no idea. But either way, he was knocked down off the draw, and that could have been another penalty on Catholic. They're starting to lose their cool here. They've got to be careful, and they can still come back in this game. Lots of time left. Cardinals wanted a call here potentially for interference, but they're not going to get it. Now in the ozone, the shot taken, the save made again. Figgin tracks down the puck. Another stick knocked out of a player's hand. They just called this on the Catholic. The same thing happens. Now you got a 2-on-1 the other way. It's broken up. The play continues here. Maryland now trying to settle down that puck. Henry gets to it. Henry in his defensive zone. Pass across to Selwyn, who controls. Selwyn, long feed. He's got Finnegan on sides. He's by himself, though. Takes a big hit, but the puck's still on sides. Henry steps into it. Henry the shot. The save. Oh, he got a piece of it. It looked like it was going to go into the back of the cage, but it just went wide. Good blocker save from Canizares. Selwyn now plays it down low. He took a shot on net. Canizares was ready for the save. Rebound was loose. Finnegan trying to dig it free. 9:29 to go at the line. Henry is offsides.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a Maryland player that slashed Brendan Johnson's stick or if he just broke out on the boards out of frustration, but he'll be searching for his backup, it looks like.
Well, I couldn't tell. Johnson is, yes, he does lose cool, but he usually wouldn't break a stick. The way it looked like it was tossed out of his hands. So my rationale was, if you call it for one, you got to call it on the other, if that's what it was. I don't think he broke
Unless
the stick.
he just snapped it himself. But.
Right, but it looked the way it was tossed, and I believe he did go off the ice too at the same time, so it was hard to tell. But 9:26 to go. Catholic wanted another penalty too. Big hit at center ice, and neither player had the puck, and it could have been interference too. But Catholic now going to have to battle through the adversity here. 9:26 to go here in the second period. Cardinals down 2-0. Coach Steven Terenzio wants a word with the officials. He's going to get it. He's trying to explain how there should have been a penalty on perhaps on one play. But either way, Cardinals have to settle down here. They're getting a little frustrated. Lots of time in this game. You're down 2 goals. You have the entire second half of the game to play. Cardinals need to settle it down and continue to do what they do best. Just give it a good effort, and the good results will come. They've got one of the officials coming off here. I believe he was cut, so I believe that's what the extended delay is for. His referee's holding his face coming off the ice. Just
like they'll play without him.
We're going to do this with 3 officials instead of the usual 4. I'm sure he'll come back off the draw. Tangled up was Shoreswater. It could have been a trip, but play continues into the Cardinals' defensive zone as it was dumped in. Henry now behind his cage. Henry will play it up the length of the wall, intercepted. Maryland now in the high slot. Couldn't get the pass to go. It's taken back by Mendelo in his defensive zone. And the pass across to his partner. Back across to Reisling, who had trouble with it, but now stops on a dime and gets it back to his defenseman, who almost got Will Brunner to deal with for a breakaway, but the pass was off the mark, and now Maryland has iced it now. 8:49 to go here in the second period. 2-0. Cardinals getting an ozone draw. Haven't had many this game.
No, and Frankie Mergia hit. Maybe not one of his hardest hits, but it seemed like it got the Cardinals bench going a little bit, and they haven't had much to cheer about. So maybe be a little energy when they need it.
Off this draw, Brunner tried to win it. He didn't. Maryland will win it cleanly and flip out high out of the zone looking for the breakaway, and they've got it. In on goal, Maryland has a step. The shot, and the big save by Daniel Mark with the left pad. Still with possession. Maryland backdoor play. Broken up. Henry able to get a piece of it. Henry tried to clear out of the zone off his backhand. He couldn't do it, though, at the right side point. The shot taken, also blocked. Shoreswater now with time and space, circles, and now weaves through the middle of the ice. Here comes Shoreswater with a burst of speed. Shoreswater trying to do it himself, and at the last move, it was just knocked off his stick. Still getting to it, though, is Shoreswater, trying to sidestep a check, bodies deal with, held down and knocked down with a hook. Play continues. McQueenie trying to circle the cage. Trying to clear at the point. Henry, one-time blast, blocked away. Brunner, another shot. Big save. Rebound loose for the taking. Loose by the goal line, and now loose back behind the cage. Cardinals now, backhand pass back out towards the point. Henry steps into a shot. The big save by Canizares again. And Maryland now clear this one's down the length of the ice at center. Cardinals now trying to catch Maryland in an exchange. Here comes Henry. 7:45 to go in the second. Henry holds onto the puck. Waits, fires it. The save made by the stick by Canizares. Rebound comes back out towards the slot. Cardinals trying to track it down. Desjardins holds it. Backhand feed towards the slot. Finnegan, he had a good chance, but he passed it up instead. And Maryland's got speed going the other way. Yushbashev cuts towards the high slot. Sidesteps, rips the shot. Mark the save. Finnegan now trying to catch Maryland in exchange. Finnegan with speed, in on sides, tried the sidestep move. He's taken down with a gigantic hit. It was a clean check, and play continues going the other way at the neutral zone. Maryland trying to get away from Luke Weidenkamp, who takes his man hard into the boards. Play continues, Catholic able to pick it up. Selwyn, long feed, hoping for Finnegan for the stretch feed. They couldn't get it that time. Big hit along the wall by Weidenkamp, tried to separate man from puck, but Maryland still with possession in the neutral zone. They'll dump this puck in. 6:45 to go in the second period. Johnson sidesteps one. Tries to do it again. The puck was knocked off his stick in the defensive zone, and Maryland's got space now cutting towards the net. The backhander, back behind the net. They elect to hold on the backhand, and now at the point, Cardinals can't clear. Combs had a look to clear, but he couldn't get his stick on it in time with 6:25 to go in the second period. 2-0 to score. The backdoor feed now, and they've scored again. It's 3-0 Maryland as Hassett scores his second goal of the game. The backdoor feed to perfection. Maryland now up by 3.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it seems like the Cardinals have gone from the extreme of just getting rid of the puck as fast as they can to now almost doing too much. It seems like past couple plays, Schwarzwalder and then Brendan Johnson his own end, trying to make too many moves. First one, great. Maybe second one, also fine. But it's hard to go past the whole team, right?
No, you get to a point when you're frustrated because things haven't been going well and you want to do it all yourself. But that's a clear that Johnson needs to make. And he elected to try and skate it out himself. But as a result, the Cardinals couldn't get the puck out of the zone. And now onside, Maryland watching the slot. Martello, the save made. Knocked down with a heavy check by Brunner. Cardinals now, they got to find their bearings here. 6 minutes to go in the second period. The Cardinals down by 3. At the point again, walking the line, letting the shot go. Deflects just over the cage. Weidenkampf, Mulcahy trying to get to it. Maryland plays it away from him and back out towards the point. Kelly lets it go. The save made by Mark off the pads. Again, Mulcahy tries the same route to clear. He can't that time. He gets it back again, and he still can't clear. Kelly plays it back down low one more time. Henry back across to Mulcahy. Weidenkampf ties up his man, frees it up to Connor Combs. Combs gains the red line. He's all by himself. Will chase after it as Cardinals are going for a change. 5:30 to go in the second period. Here comes UMD the other way. It's Kelly with space. Kelly on sides. Lets the shot go. He tried to, and yes, he did actually. It's a quick low shot on Mark, who was able to hold on for a save.
You've got to wonder what changed since the East Coast shutdown, where Cardinals seemed like they were shut down in their own defensive zone. Ramapo, Penn State, not many looks, but Maryland getting plenty of looks.
Maryland having a lot of high-quality chances this period. Here's another shot off the draw from Maryland. Getting a piece of it was Mark with the pad at the line. Here comes Merger trying to go the other way. Merger with space. Merger on sides. Backhander towards the net, goes wide of the cage. I believe Catholic's trying to complete a change. Here comes UMD now. Sees that. They've got Trot going the other way. Trot on sides at the left side goal line. One timer from the slot hit off the post. Mercer's now able to get a hold of the loose puck in the slot, and he'll gain the red line and dump it in and go for a change himself. Finnegan now trying to get to it. Maryland doing everything they can to clear, but it hits the safety netting and will be an offensive zone draw for CUA with under 5 to go.
You have to wonder if the Olympic-sized rink is making any difference. I was talking with some of the Catholic defensemen during intermission, and they're saying they feel like they're being pulled outside the dots to go wide, and then that opens up the middle and they get caught. So trying to be more composed, have more discipline, and stay in the middle would do wonders for the Cardinals.
Off this draw in the O-zone, Maryland won it, but they didn't clear. So Finnegan will pick up for Catholic, but he was tied up and lost the puck. Now he got it back. He tried a toe drag move too, but Maryland saw that and they're able to clear out and go the other way with it. Jacob Rissling dumped this puck into the zone for Maryland. Selwyn hit the opposite number 6, able to play it across the defensive zone, across to McQueenie, who has the puck. A long feed, he's got Finnegan with him. Desjardins as well. Finnegan lets it go. Oh, the save made, I believe, by the goaltender. Rebound comes out, goalie out of his net. McQueenie trying to knock it down. He couldn't get to it in time. Now Johnson up in the play. Looked for the pass back door, but no one saw it for Catholic. Still in the O-zone is Finnegan. He lost the puck now with 4 minutes to go in the second period. And now clearing now is Ryan Trott for Maryland. Play continues at center. Maryland on sides, looking to pick up the puck. They take the shot. The save made. Rebound Mark. Oh, he got that too. The rebound save from Daniel Mark. It was a poor rebound to begin with, but Mark made up for it with a big save at the point, keeping it in. Big save by Mark this time again with the glove.
Great play by Mark. It looked like the Terrapins did a little pass off the pads where the guy went from the far side and shot against Daniel Mark's far pad, so where it spit out to the other side. And great pushover. The rebound went right to the Maryland player, but Daniel Mark better save.
Under 4 to go, 3:36 remaining in the second. The Cardinals down 3, trying to get back into this game. Shot taken from the point, blocked. Cardinals trying to push it ahead. Knocked down eventually by a stick infraction. The play will continue was Merja. Cardinals trying to dig the puck free at center. Schwarzwater's got it. Around one and another. He's taken down with a low hit. Play will continue at center ice. Maryland now with possession. Merja tries to get it around the stick of one. He couldn't that time, and Maryland at the far right side will gain center and gain the line on sides. Backdoor feed was partly broken up. Maryland able to settle it down back behind the Catholic cage. It wound up in front and went off the Daniel Marks pads back out towards the point. Now this puck deflects into the safety net, or into the bench. So we'll have another whistle coming, or another, I believe, neutral zone draw with 2:59 remaining here in the second period. 3-0 Maryland, late stages of the second.
It seems almost necessary if the Cardinals want to win to get a goal now. You have to swing the momentum before it gets too late.
Well, one goal will do you wonders. You go down into the third period down 2 instead of 3. Here's a big save by Mark off the draw. That does wonders. I mean, it just, the mojo begins, the momentum begins, the tide begins to change a little bit is what I'm trying to say. That's a good point. Here comes Maryland, a one-timer, big blast, more of a slap shot, excuse me. They missed the net that time. Schwarzwater, oh man, a heavy hit. He didn't like it. Play continues as he's trying to dig the puck free. Maryland still on sides. They took the shot and they completely missed that time, falling too. And fanning on the shot was Maryland. Player would have banged up too, goes to the bench. Now Schwarzwater trying to clear out. Oh man, players getting physical. Schwarzwater, the hands up. Referees elect to let it go. Could have been called either way. Now Schwarzwater, long feed, hoping for Merja. He's going to skate into it, and Merja's going to beat out the icing. Merja now hit with a gigantic hit behind the Catholic, behind the UMD net. He didn't like it, but play continues. He's got a rush going the other way, 2-on-1. In on goal. The shot taken. It goes wayward wide. Merja knocks him down with the big check, or excuse me, Mulcahy. Minute 59 to go here in the second period. The Cardinals still down 3. A lot of end-to-end action.
A lot of physicality and borderline calls. Coach Strenzio, again, talking with the referees, but it seems like the linesmen will let the boys play. They're not going to call many of those gray areas, so Cardinals have to play through it.
I thought that was a clean hit on Merja. He was turning. I thought that was clean. It may say it was from a little from behind, but he was turning, and that was a clean check. It was a heads-up play for Maryland to make a good defensive play. At the line in the O-zone, Maryland's able to keep it in. They walk the line and take the shot from the point. It was blocked. Rolls out to the right side point again. McQueenie watches his man and tries to clear and played back down low, trying to find it. Hassett finds the open man. The shot off the bar. No goal. It hit the crossbar, but it stayed out, says the official. My goodness, the Cardinals just barely hanging around in the 3-0 lead. It could have been 4. Off the wall. Finnegan tried to get to it. Bodied along the wall was I believe it was Johnson, and now Finnegan too. Players really battling for that puck, but coming away with it is Maryland. Now the shot in front again is blocked in the slot. With possession, Hassett in front, another shot. Blocked away again. Here comes Desjardins. He still can't clear. Johnson now behind the safety of his cage will play it across to Finnegan. Finnegan into the middle. It hit off a skate, and Finnegan gets it back and just barely clearing the zone, but waiting for it was Maryland. They're on sides again. Cutting towards the Catholic cage. Back out towards the point. Walking the line. Getting it around to the defensive checking of McQueenie. Still not clearing this Catholic. Now finally they do. Catholic players are really tired. And Maryland's got like 7 more players on that bench compared to Catholic. It's really starting to show. Desjardins tried to clear. His clear was blocked. Loose into the neutral zone. The shot taken in on Mark. He's got that too. 29 seconds to go here in the second period. And the Cardinals, this intermission can't come fast enough.
No, it seems like everything that can go wrong is going wrong for the Cardinals. I mean, guys who usually aren't falling down, usually aren't whiffing, are tonight, and it's team wide. Everyone's doing it. It's like there's some kind of virus on the bench there that is infecting everyone, and it's really hurting the Cardinals' play.
Here's a shot off the draw from Maryland. It was blocked. Goes into the corner. Mulcahy across, Schwarzwater. Into the middle, he's got Merja. Merja all by himself. Merja trying to sidestep a couple players. Lets the shot go. It went wide of the cage. It was blocked. 10 seconds to go in the period. Schwarzwater plays it back behind the cage. Maryland sees time running out on the clock, and they're going to elect to play this one up the boards. It's Loose at center, and Loose into the middle, picked up by Will Brunner, and that'll end the second period here. Maryland up 3-0 after 2. Well, definitely not the way the Cardinals wanted that second period to go. Spirits were high after the first period. You know, they didn't have a good period in either period, but they had an opportunity to get back in this game. Didn't do it in that second period. Still time to go in the third period. They'll need a big comeback here as they wind down the first semester. But we'll be back to discuss the second period in a few minutes here. Maryland up by 3 after 2. Welcome back to the second period intermission report live from the Laurel Ice Gardens in Laurel, Maryland. University of Maryland up 3-0 on the Catholic Cardinals. Looking to start the third period, as you'll hear the couple Maryland players saying how good they've been playing, and they have. You got to give them credit. Maryland has been playing a very good game so far, much to the demise of the Catholic Cardinals and their fans here tonight as well. Well, in the second period, Ryan Trott finished off a great backdoor play. He made it 2-0. Mark really with no chance had to go from side to side from one side of the net to the other. That made it 2-0. And several minutes later, on the backdoor play again, Hassett finished off a great passing play. He made it 3-0. Shots are 31-18 in favor of Maryland. Cardinals only had 10 in that period, and Maryland had 18. So Cardinals were really reeling in that second period, and they've got one more period at the end of the semester, but you want to make it count. This is what you play for. This is the game that you play for. I said earlier in the pregame, if you go 0-12, it doesn't matter. You want to go 6-0 in the league games that actually matter. And right now, it looks like the Cardinals are doing something. They're going 12-0 in the non-league.
Yeah, the exact opposite what you want.
The exact opposite. So we've got some time here, but 4 goals in the third period, maybe 1 in overtime. You have 3 in the third, and you never know. It's why you play all 60 minutes. Maryland can't get comfortable. They've got a lot of players on that bench, and I'm sure that they won't. But Catholic really going to have to come hard in this third period. You know, empty the tank, empty everything that you've got for this final third period. The final period of the semester. And look at it this way. Every game has been building up to this game, the most important one of the season. We're ready to rock and roll for the start of the third period. Maryland up by 3 to start the third. Off this draw at center, won by Maryland, shot back into the zone. Catholic's going to have to pick this one up. Trying to pick it up, Catholic gets it ahead to Will Brunner. He's got Schwarzwater with him. Schwarzwater holds on to the puck, lets it go. The save made, rebound loose for the taking. The Cardinals couldn't get to it in time, but Cardinals, quick shot to start the period. They're trying to catch Maryland reeling a little bit. There's more room out there, and those Maryland players have to skate back more. Catholic's getting those looks. They just have to continue them. Here comes Merja now with a step. Merja had the puck in the neutral zone, lost it, getting it back onside. Schwarzwater tried to find Merja, it was just out of his reach. Has possession of it at the line. Henry back down low, gets to Merja again. The shot taken, it was blocked. Rolls behind the cage. Schwarzwater gets to it and fanned on the puck originally, but gets it back and plays it back behind the net, hoping for Will Brunner. Out of his reach, too. At the wall, Henry stepped in from his defensive point, able to keep it alive for a moment. Catholic's going for a change. Here comes Carter Kelly from Maryland. Nice move around one. He's in on sides and looks to set up shop. Kelly lets the shot go into the body of Daniel Mark, who wasn't able to cover it, but play continues at the right side point for Maryland. Getting it now is Finnegan. Finnegan trying to push it ahead further into the zone. He's chasing after it hard, but not getting to it. Maryland. Pass across the length of the ice, probably broken up by McQueenie. Taken back by Catholic. Finnegan to McQueenie off the referee's skate, excuse me. And now cleared out of the Maryland zone by the Terrapins. Long feet ahead, they've got the man who has 2 goals, Hassett. Hassett passed it off for a moment to his winger. Look, the center in front, it's blocked. He's got now McQueenie going the other way. McQueenie finds the open man Finnegan. Looks to chase it into the zone. It's loose. And now retrieved by the Terrapins, and they'll look to settle it down with 18:08 to go in the third. Long feet ahead, they're on sides with the open man as they walk it towards the slot. The shot and just rides high over the glove of Daniel Mark. Gloving it down now is Maryland in the O-zone. Back out towards the point. Hassett walks it in, lets it go, deflected into the safety net. And good defensive stick from CUA.
Yeah, on that play, you could tell the Cardinals can tell who should have gone at number 25 of Maryland. He walked in for a while before finally Logan Selwyn came out to challenge him, but I think just miscommunication all night for the Cardinals.
The score is still the same, 3-0, 17:50 to go in the third period. UMD wins the draw. They walk the puck towards the slot, and they get it back off a broken stick. Another shot, also blocked away. I believe Selwyn got a piece of it. Still with possession, looking for the backdoor feed again is Maryland, as Catholic looking rather tired, but now they get to the puck. It's Merja ahead to Schwarzwater, who gloves it down. Schwarzwater around the defense. Schwarzwater at the left side, waits, holds. Nice dipsy-do, falls down doing so, and as a result, he couldn't get the pass cleanly to his man, and it's cleared out by Maryland with space. Hassett across, trying to find the man Yushbashev. He's got him. Yuzbashev across to the man, to the winger, the shot. That goes just through the crease off Dishner's shot. Another shot taken from the point off the slap shot, blocked away. Schwarzwalder ahead to find Merja. The puck was in his feet. He's got it back now as he kicks it to his stick, and the long feet on Karazaris, who is not going to play it. It's an O-zone draw coming up for Catholic with 16:58 to go in the third period.
Yeah, not played by Merja. End of the shift, just him against 2 or 3 Terrapin defenders and just get the puck on net, make the goalie cover it, and now we have an offensive draw with fresh players.
So Cardinals can't win the draw. Maryland clears. They won't go down the length of the ice for icing. Mulcahy will touch it. Mulcahy played it ahead, hoping for McQueenie. He's battling for it. Couldn't get his stick on the puck, though, and UMD will play it back to Catholic in the neutral zone. Mulcahy collects. 16:40 in a fast-moving third period. Henry back across to Mulcahy. Taking their time. Here comes the Catholic defense. The puck was knocked off the stick of Mulcahy. Henry now gets to it for CUA. Finnegan at the line, steps into a check, tried to get the puck free, and settling it down now is Henry back behind his net. Henry across to Finnegan. He was partly bodied along the play. The puck rolled free in the slot off the shot from the point, and Mark got a piece of that. Still time for Maryland in the O-zone. Trot, the shot, blocked in front. Loose again, it rolls out towards the point. Finnegan will step into it, try and get it around, but Maryland was offsides when they tried to pull the puck back in, and Catholic now with time will move out of the defensive zone. Here comes Henry now, in on sides at the left side. Cuts towards the slot, now back behind the cage. He lost the puck in doing so, tried to drop it off for the winger, and taken back by Maryland at center ice. Henry trying to body his man into the corner. He's knocked down away from the play. Could have been a penalty as it got slashed as well, but play will continue. Here comes McQueenie. McQueenie gets it to Selwyn. Selwyn, long feed. It's going to be off the mark. It's going to be icing on Catholic with 15:30 to go here in the third period.
Good job by the Catholic forwards. Joey Henry jumping up in the rush, leading in fact, and both Matthew McQueenie and Connor Desjardins both back to prevent an odd man rush. So improvement definitely on the maybe first and second periods where you would have odd man rushes when defensemen would jump into the rush and nobody would be back to cover.
At the point, a shot. Save made Mark. Rebound into the legs of Mark, and he's able to get a piece of that as well. Partly cleared out by the defense, but the Cardinals can't clear the zone. At the line, a couple players body into the Maryland forwards. Puck was in the feet of Connor Combs. He's digging at it, and coming away with it was Maryland again. Here's another shot from the point. It was blocked into the corner. Cardinals now really reeling in their defensive zone. They really haven't had a lot of O-zone time, and as a result, Maryland has been all over them. Combs now can't get the clear. Maryland sidesteps. Backhand shot in the slot. The shot taken. Mark the save off the right side pad. 14:53 to go here in the third, excuse me. Desjardins tries to float it out of the zone. He will, and Catholic will go for a change. Maryland, though, Mike checks Catholic in exchange. They've got a 2-on-1. The pass into the middle. The shot blocked away. Rebound goes just through the crease. Cardinals still can't get onto the puck. Maryland with time and space. Bodied into the corner boards. At the line, the shot. Deflects. Oh, man, I thought it went into the back of the cage and hit off the boards instead. In the corner boards. Players battle for it. Gigantic check, and it rolls to Martella, who walks it towards the slot. The shot, and it's blocked away again by Selwyn. 14:18 to go in the third. Cardinals reeling. Big save on Mark. Oh, he's hit afterwards. He's knocked down. Cardinals don't like it. They got to be careful here. We'll see what happens. Mark took a stick right in the gut.
No. I'm sure you'd appreciate the work by the Catholic defenseman to remove the issue promptly.
Hugh Cohen getting in on the play, hitting Mark in the stomach, it looked like. I don't know how hard he was hit. I think he was trying to sell it a little bit, but down 3 in the third. He could use a power play. Play will continue, or draw will come up with no penalties on either side. Still 5-on-5 as Desjardins in on the draw against Kelly. Merja tried to settle the bouncing puck. He couldn't get it to go to his stick, and Kelly will collect on sides. Kelly in the O-zone, trying to get rid on that puck towards the cage, but Catholic sniffed it out and was able to clear. Loose at center ice as the pass was off the mark, but recollecting was Crisal, Devin Crisal. Puck was knocked off of the stick by Desjardins, who will float through the middle of the ice to Schwarzwalder. Schwarzwalder ahead to Merja, who will float this puck into the zone. It's going to roll to the goaltender, who's going to have to cover this one up with 13:42 left in the third period. The score still 3-0 in favor of Maryland.
Seaway Forecheck having trouble getting much pressure on the Terrapins. East Coast Showdown, it was great. Lots of turnovers resulting in chances, but today not so much.
Well, still time for Catholic, but they've got to get the offense going. They spent way too much time in the third period in their defensive zone. Off this draw, Cardinals are still on sides as it was blocked and in the legs of Merja for a moment, but kicked out of the zone now. Frankie Merja now, he's off sides as he touches up here with 13:27 to go in the third period. Well, Cardinals' next game is also a league game, January 17th at 4 p.m. They'll play Christopher Newport in Yorktown. So big game for the Cardinals there too, and I get it's a big break, but if you have the momentum going into the second semester, it's even better. We'll talk more about that later as here's Martello walking towards the slot. Puck was knocked off his stick and going into the corner boards. Martello to retreat the shot. Oh, man, Mark got a piece of it. It rolled by the goal line, but it just rolled away at the last moment. Now, Frankie Merja tries to settle down this bouncing puck. Merja will shoot this one in. It'll roll all the way around the horn where Schwarzwater will try and pick up for Catholic, but meeting that puck was Crisal and giving off to Kelly. Kelly on sides, lugs onto the puck, goes to his forehand. He's bodied into the corner. Puck floats out of the zone. Trying to get it was Finnegan. Pushed away from him and goes to the defenseman, Joshua Vobez. Vobez fanned on the puck for a moment, though. Brunner steals, tries to get the puck back to his forehand. It was knocked off at the last moment. Vobez again trying to clear. McQueenie able to keep it and backhand it down low, trying to get it to Brunner. Brunner knocks his man down. Finnegan trying to get to the puck. May have knocked him down with a hold a little bit, but play will continue. No penalties called. Floating it across again. Open man was Dishner in on sides. Dishner lugs onto the puck one more time, trying to clear. They go back out towards the point to Vobez and down low to Dishner again. Dishner at the right side dot elects to dump it back behind the cage where Hassett, he's on hat trick watch. He's looking for three. Hassett at the left side dot plays it back to Vobez, who was able to keep it in barely, but now it's back behind the Catholic net. Hassett with possession. 12 minutes to go in the third period. The score is still 3-0 Maryland. Long feet ahead, hoping for Finnegan. It did not touch anyone on the way down, and it will be no icing, I believe it. Puck didn't roll all the way down. Maryland touched it before it got to the line, so play continues. Johnson, loose feet in the neutral zone. Poor pass from Johnson, and no one's able to retrieve it. Here comes Hassett again, walks it towards the line, and in on goal. Mark makes the save again. 11:36 to go in the third period. Cardinals still down 3-0.
Yeah, that play right there, that's Catholic defenseman once again just being pulled to the outside and getting beat to the inside. And it seems like that's been a common theme today.
11:36 to go in the third period. Cardinals down 3. Here's a steal by Merja. Merja with a step, trying to cut towards the cage. Merja now at the left side, waits, pass across Schwarzwater, lets it go, he scores! Jackson Schwarzwater, the Cardinals not going down quietly. It's 3-1.
Cardinals still some fight in them, which I don't think we've ever questioned if the Cardinals had guts this year. Every game, even when they're down, they never give up, and plenty of time left out there, especially if the old Cardinals team that we've seen out of the past few months that's disappeared for most of the day, if they make a return, I think we have a game.
So off this draw, we'll talk about the goal in a moment. We have another stoppage, but play continues here. Schwarzwater scores for the Cardinals. Him and Frankie Merja have been teaming up so many times on goals this year. And here comes Schwarzwater again trying to chase down this loose puck. 3-1 the score. As we say, the most dangerous lead in hockey is what, Jackson?
2 goals.
There you go, 2-goal lead. This puck goes into the safety netting right by my face pretty much. Thank you for the safety netting here.
I had that. You didn't need that.
11:06 to go here in the third period. Cardinals now down 2. Let's talk about that goal for a second. The defenseman for Maryland overskated the puck in the neutral zone. Merja was off to the races down the left side. He cut towards the cage. Schwarzwater saw he was cutting towards the net and joined him on the right side for the backdoor play and beat the goaltender sliding across. You know what's different about Olympic-sized rinks is your angles are off as a goalie. You have to set a little bit wider because you will get beat on the far side. That time, he did.
Right, he had to move a lot on that one. It was a great pass from Frankie all the way from the boards to the far circle, and that's tough to get on your angle.
It is. Played a bunch on the Olympic-sized rink at Iceworks, too. That's another tough one. Anyway, play continues here. Was touched by a high stick, so when Henry touches it, or I believe it was a high stick the other way, so play will continue. Here comes the tip from Finnegan as the puck is redirected into the zone. But signs of life for the Cardinals now. 1 goal on the board. They're not done yet. 10:20 to go here in the third period. Mulcahy over to Henry. Back to Finnegan, who touches it and gives it to Brunner. Brunner tries to get it to his forehand. It rolls to McQueenie on the backhand, who will dump it back behind the Maryland cage. At the right side dot, trying to get to that puck. Turned over. McQueenie in front, the flex, loose in the crease, and they're going to call a penalty here. Slashing the call.
Man, I thought they were gonna bury that one, little bang bang, but is that on the Cardinals?
Well, they got a penalty coming up here. We'll have to see who it's on. Yes, it is on Catholic, so they had a great chance the other way. We're gonna see who they take to the box. They've got Combs in the box, and they've got number 11 for Maryland, Mitchell Bobby. So they're gonna have.
Oh no, it would just be. What is it?
2-minute penalty on Maryland. No, it's just a penalty on Catholic. I saw Combs in the bench as well. So no, it's a power play for Catholic. Crucial time. Power play goal here. You're only down by 1. Under 10 to go in the third. Cardinals looking to get within 1. Onsides McQueenie. Gives it off to Finnegan. Back down low to Schwarzwater at the left side point. Schwarzwater across to Mulcahy. Gives off to Johnson. Johnson looking for the pass. And it knocks out of the zone as he was trying to pass it down low in front. Cardinals looking to set up again. Mulcahy drops it off of the line to Finnegan, who was able to get to it and fling it down low further. Gets it to McQueenie, who couldn't get to it, and Johnson, the puck was out of his reach. 9:27 to go here in the third period. Minute 22 to go on the Priz power play. Goal here would be huge. Here comes Schwarzwater now. Back across to Johnson. Johnson with time and space. Overskates the puck, but gets it indirectly to Finnegan, who's going to circle and now float this one back behind the cage. Maryland will get to the puck first, put it on their forehand, and they're able to clear back through center. Minute to go on the power play. 9 minutes to go here in the third period. The Cardinals down 2 goals. Here comes Mulcahy. Kicks the puck back to his stick. He's on sides. Mulcahy back across Merja. Merja tried to leave it at the point for Schwarzwater, and it's going to roll into the bench as it was cleared by Maryland. And this might be, let's see, neutral zone draw or defensive zone draw. That's what they're talking about. And I believe it's going to, yes, defensive zone draw. Shooting to your own bench, that's the right call. 8:46 to go. Cardinals may have been gifted with that, really. He could have had a breakaway going the other way and got lucky that clear went into the bench and not off the boards.
Yeah, I think that started they keep dumping the puck on the entry. I felt like their entries were clean when they just entered with possession, but past 3 times, Terrapins just quickly got in the puck and got it out of the zone when they dumped it.
Off this draw, a bit of a tie-up. Maryland wins it. They clear all the way down the length of the ice. Under 40 seconds to go on the power play. Mark's going to have to play this one away from the quick Maryland forecheckers. Catholic now looking to set up another time and try and convert. Here comes Cole Mulcahy for Catholic. Gives it off to Frankie Merja. Merja now in on sides, lost the puck, and Maryland's able to clear, but just to center with 18 seconds to go on the power play. Over to Finnegan. Finnegan with time and space. Hack and whack a little bit, lets the shot go. The save made. Rebound for a moment just wide of the cage. Under 10 to go on the power play. Cardinals trying to dig the puck free. It's loose at the goal line. Johnson trying to tie his man up. Merja trying to get to it. It's going to be cleared all the way down. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just to say there's a man coming out of the penalty box maybe just a second later. Cardinals a little lucky on that.
It could have been a breakaway, but not that time. And Catholic also not able to convert on that power play, too. It would have been a big goal, but play will continue. Cardinals still down 3-1 with 7:44 to go here in the third period. Now, pass broken up by Brunner, but he couldn't get his stick on it to regain the puck. And Kelly now holding on to the puck at the line and trying to come away with it was Selwyn, who stepped up in the play. He's able to. Selwyn by himself. Dumps the puck in. He's going to chase. 7:24 to go. Selwyn trying to battle for it. Selwyn holding on to that puck, or trying to. Fell down behind the net, and coming away now with time and space is Maryland. Moving through center. Gaining the red line. Pass across to the open man, Crisal. He waits, fires it. That goes way wide of the net, and it's going to roll all the way down where Kelly will meet it at center. Kelly across, open man at center, Crisal. Sidesteps one Catholic defender. He's on sides and goes to the forehand. Crisal waits, holds it, tried to go back out towards the point, and it was knocked away off a stick. Under 7 to go here in the third period. The Cardinals down 2 goals. Pass across again into the middle, intercepted by Schwarzwater. Looking for some time and space here. Here he comes. Schwarzwater lets it go. The shot blocked. Gets the rebound back. Now takes another shot. Oh, he just missed the net that time. It's going to roll all the way down back behind the Catholic net. 6:30 to go here in the third period. Henry plays it across to Mulcahy around the horn. He's got time and space. Sidesteps around one. Gets it to Jackson Schwarzwater. Holds onto the puck. Waits. Looking for room. Shoots! Save made. Canizares. 6:17 to go. Another ozone draw. Catholic now. Third period's been much better.
Definitely. Last 10 minutes seems like they've gotten a little bolt of energy, even with the short bench. I think the last goal is huge. I mean, it just sparks hope, and I think you play differently when you feel like you have a chance to win.
Off the draw, Maryland can't clear. Desjardins gets possession of it. Will have to chase it down and eat a big hit. It's loose in the slot. At the line, Mulcahy had backed up smartly to do so. And here comes Maryland now with time and space trying to get around the Catholic defense. Circling, leaving it in the high slot. Overskated by Hassett. Here comes Merja. He's going to roll this one in on the goaltender who makes the save. Rebound to the corner boards. Frankie Merja tried to center it towards the cage one more time. 5:48 to go here in this third period. Cardinals are offsides, but it rolls to the goaltender who will leave it for his defenseman, Earlwine. Earlwine almost turned it over. Oh, he was close that time for a moment. But it's dumped back behind the cage for Catholic. Will have to reset. 5:30 to go here in the third period. 3-1 still to score. Catholic needs 2 to tie. Mulcahy across to Connor Combs, trying to get enough of it to clear. He can't. It's cleared back behind the net for Catholic on the other side. Back to Selwyn. Trying to give it back to Mulcahy. He lugs onto the puck. Sidesteps a check in doing so. He's still got 4 checkers to deal with. Elects to backhand out of the zone to Finnegan, who got the puck out of the zone, but onsides again off the poor pass from Finnegan. Cutting towards the net was UMD's. They got a shot off, and Markey able to make the save.
A little bit of a classic hip check from Cole Mulcahy. Lined the player up pretty well and wasn't fooled by number 25 holding the puck out as bait. And easy save for Daniel Mark.
So 3-1 the score. Under 5 to go in the third period. Cardinals looking for an early Christmas miracle here. Brendan Johnson in to take the draw. Usually they have him backed up at defense, but they've moved him up to center. At least more, I believe this is the first time we've seen that in quite a while since we've had a lot of injuries to our defense. So they move Johnson back up to center for the draw, trying to spark the offense here. 4:59 to go as they're going to toss the centerman for UMD. Taking his place was Noah Ekman. Dressed tonight, he was the extra skater listed on the roster, but he was dressed and did win the draw, but Catholic got it back their defense, but can't clear the zone. So Henry now plays it over to Schwarzwater. Schwarzwater tried to find a man in the middle. Pass was broken up. Late hit, too, on Schwarzwater, but play continues. Big hit by Selwyn. Both players go down for a moment. It freed up the puck. Johnson didn't touch the puck. It could have been interference, and they've got it. Interference to call on Maryland with 4:35 to go. That's a silly penalty if you're Maryland there. Don't need to do that. Wait for the player to touch the puck and then hit him, but they've called that one. Cardinals back to the power play here. Interference to call on UMD. That's a clean check you can make, but you have to wait another second.
Just one more.
Just one more second. That's a clean play, but hey, they've got the man in the box. Just what the doctor ordered for Catholic, like those prescriptions we used to mention a couple of weeks ago for our injured players. Nate Bennett in the box for UMD. Another power play for Catholic. This is one where you need to score practically. Don't make it hard on yourself when you need 2 goals with the goalie pulled. One is more doable than 2.
Right. And the Cardinals failed against Penn State and Ramapo on the power play to get back within 1 or 2. So hopefully right here they can right the ship.
Mulcahy across Johnson. Backdoor Schwarzwater. Oh, we had a lot in that to look at, but he didn't take it. Shot off the board. Rebound Merja the shot. The pad save from Canizares. Merja trying to dig it free. Plays it across to Johnson. 4:10 to go in the third. Johnson trying to dig it free. UMD wins the battle, and they're going to come away with it. Short-handed. They're going to wind up. Long shot in on Mark. He's going to, I believe he may have gotten a piece of it. It's going to roll out of the zone. Carter Kelly's able to get to it for Maryland. He takes a big hit in the corner. Merja now plays it over to Schwarzwater. who was dumped behind the play, was Merja now gaining the play. Here comes Shoreswater. Shoreswater at the line. Merja steps into it. Lots of room. Took the shot. Deflected. Loose in the crease. Another shot goes just wide of the cage. Lots of room for Maryland to clear. They can't that time, at least not yet, as they try and go back behind their net. They try and pick up the puck, but the steal from Finnegan. Finnegan trying to pick it up. Neither player couldn't for Catholic as Johnson joined him, but Kelly now lackadaisically at center, has time by himself, just eating up clock. And now, still with the puck is Kelly. He's going to be bodied into the corner here by Shoreswater, but he rolled the puck back out to his defense. So the Cardinals now going to have to chase down this puck, but he missed. They fanned on it. Here comes Catholic. Mulcahy now with a step. In on goal, the shot. Oh, and the save made. Rebound still loose. McQueenie trying to wrap it. Cleared all the way down by the Terrapins with 35 seconds to go on the penalty and 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Here comes Mulcahy now. Drops it off for Shoreswater with room. Shoreswater on sides, has the puck, waits, holds, looks for the shot, takes it, the save made. Rebound loose, it goes back behind the cage. 2:50 to go in the third. Johnson back down low to Shoreswater. He holds onto it. Pass across, beautiful feed. Finnegan, the shot back door. It didn't go home. They had a wide open net. Johnson again, controlling. Back out towards the point, Shoreswater. 2:40 to go, 5 seconds to go on the power play. Johnson, deflection, looking for the shot. Rolls back out to Mulcahy at the point. Another shot, that is blocked away. Man out of the box for UMD. And trying to clear, they do at center. Man by himself, it's Hassett. Hassett, player joining him. Hassett looking for the pass, it's broken up. McQueenie now with time at center by himself as Catholic's going for a change. Here comes McQueenie, trying to go wide around the defender, trying to be too cute with it in a way. Should have taken the shot and coming away with it and not clearing the zone though. Desjardins picks up, takes the shot. Save made, rebound just goes skyward and in the crease still. They still couldn't tuck it home was Catholic. 3-1 the score, 2 minutes to go in the third period. Trying to get 2 quick goals as Catholic. They've got to pull the goalie now. Here comes Selwyn. A crossover to Henry. Trying to pick it up was Henry. He had a forechecker in his face to deal with, and he couldn't pick up possession of the puck. At the line, the shot blocked away. Trying to pick it up was Weidenkampf. Able to get to it. Players come mighty close to the boards where we're standing, but Henry with the puck. Henry is offsides with 1:37 to go here, and you have to wonder if they're going to pull Daniel Mark now.
I don't think Coach Terenzio historically has been a little reluctant to pull the goalie, but timeout now, give his top players a rest and maybe draw something up. A little Terenzio magic on the whiteboard.
Well, they had their chances. They had the open cage, just couldn't tuck it home. Like we mentioned, with the goalies having to slide more across with the wider ice space.
Right, maybe not be so picky in the shot selection.
Don't be, yeah.
I mean, like we saw, maybe Schwarzwalder obviously didn't see it, but when the goalie had to slide over when he got the puck, he had a gaping net and he passed it up. And on those, you'd like to shoot if you're at the top of the circle or lower, just get shots in it. There's been plenty of rebounds out there too.
Lots of rebounds. Catholic, they know this. They need 2 quick goals. 2 goals in the 1:37 seconds. You never know. It's a defensive zone. It's the draw's in the neutral zone, I believe, correct?
It looks like it, yeah.
Mark will head back to his net. I'm assuming he'll wait by the hash marks, and he will. This draw is right by the blue line of UMD. So if you're Catholic, you don't necessarily, you can dump the puck in, but you really want possession. You want a quick win off the draw. You get it to your defenseman. He'll walk it in and set up shop. That's really what you want. Off the draw, Catholic not able to do it. UMD will win it. They're going to eat up this clock. 1:35 to go here in the third period. Long feed. Henry knocked down with a hit. Didn't have the puck, but they were both going for it, says the official, so play will continue. Shoreswater across, hoping for Merja. Merja trying to hold on to that puck. He gets it back to Mulcahy. Time running out. Got 1:15 to go here in the third period, but Maryland with a relentless forecheck. Catholic can't find the open passing lanes, and Shoreswater falling now. Try to get it out of the zone. Open man backdoor. Maryland now. One-timer from the point, and Mark able to make the save again with 1:03 to go.
Yeah, Cardinals not even able to set up in the zone and give Daniel Mark a chance to come off for the 6th skater. Terrapins just controlling the play still to the last minute.
1:03 to go here in the third period. Defensive zone draw for Catholic. You need them to get the puck out of the zone quickly. But the Catholic Cardinals just can't seem to defeat the Maryland forecheck. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Shoreswater tried to shove the man off. Loose along the wall. Merja comes away with it. Mark to the bench. Merja, long shot in on the goaltender, able to control the rebound in the corner and getting out of the zone now, Henry. 40 seconds to go. The Cardinals down 2 goals. Here comes Mulcahy. Dumped this puck in. He was hoping for Finnegan to get it, but he couldn't off the wall. Down loose back by the goal line. Cardinals trying to tie it up. Losing time here. 30 seconds to go in the third period. It's shot down the length of the ice. Henry's going to have to get on his horse here to pick up this puck. He's got Maryland forecheckers to deal with. Henry, long feet up ahead to Merja. He had it. I believe it touched his stick, so it will not be icing. Or I believe, oh, excuse me.
Maybe it jumped over his stick?
Maybe it may not have touched his stick. Mark's going to have to come back out here for the defensive zone draw. So it was icing on Catholic with 19.8 seconds to go here in the third period. Cardinals down by 2. And just anything short of a miracle you really need here at this point. Off this draw in the defensive zone. Catholic able to win it. Henry will fling it up the wall all the way down the length of the ice, and chasing after it is Merja, but meeting it is Canizares. Plays it and clears it out of the zone. 10 seconds to go in the third period. Cardinals trying to get the puck in the O zone one more time. Shoreswater has the shot. Takes it. Just missed it at that time. But the clock will wind out on Catholic, and Maryland will come away victors. 3-1 win for the University of Maryland tonight. They were the better team, and they get the job done. Catholic falls to 0-1 in league play.
Yeah, tough one all around for the Cardinals. I mean, not only positionally, but it just seems skills-wise, they weren't the same team. Lots of fumbled pucks and whiffs where uncharacteristically for the Cardinals, where they've been strong in those areas. They've been strong in the forecheck for the past few weeks, but not today.
No, they've been strong. And remember, they've been doing a good job without 4 key players due to injury. And the effort was there in the third period for sure, but the forechecking of Maryland has got to Catholic tonight, and Maryland comes away. They give them credit. They played a good game tonight, and they come away with the win. So Maryland moves to 3-0 in the division play. They look like contenders to go to the playoffs already. It's not even Christmas, and we can say that since there's so little. There are not many league games. Catholic falls to 0-1. Their next game is against CNU. That'll be a league game.
That might be a must-win there.
No, absolutely it is. You pretty much need a record of 5-1 or at worst 4-2 to make the playoffs. But really, I think 5-1 is 4-2 is the hard, low bar, and then 5-1 is really where you obviously 6-0
ideal,
not going to happen. But 5-1 would definitely be what Catholic's looking for now. So we'll have to wait and see heading into the second semester. But Catholic finishes the first semester on a low note, 3 consecutive losses if you count the tournament. But really, nothing short of a strong effort tonight in the third period for Catholic. Couldn't get the job done today, but they've got several games ahead of them to try and right the ship in the next semester. So lots of time for the team to work with, though, but that window does get a little bit smaller after today's game. Tough loss for the fellas in white coming off the ice tonight. So 3-1 the final score. We'll be back to wrap this one up with the postgame in a few minutes. Stay with us here. Catholic falls in this one 3-1. We'll be back to wrap it up. We're back live from the Laurel Ice Gardens in Laurel, Maryland. Postgame, Jackson Deininger joining me as he did on the broadcast as well. Tough loss for the Catholic Cardinals tonight. No goals for UMD in the third period. Catholic Cardinals were able to kind of withstand UMD in the third period and actually play a strong third period, and it led to a goal for CUA. Frankie Merja, with about 11 minutes to go in the third period, stole the puck away from the UMD defense, went the length of the ice, and passed across to Shoreswater with a beautiful finish, made it 3-1. It was the only goal of the game for Catholic, but they had a lot of great chances. They had 2 penalties. One was from an interference call with 4 minutes left, and one was from another, I believe it was a hook, slash, late in 8 minutes left in the third period, but Catholic couldn't convert on either. And in the empty net situation, Catholic wasn't able to get, unfortunately, they weren't able to get any real chances either. So they really couldn't pull the goal away and have anything substantial. So tough one for the Catholic Cardinals tonight. They fall in this one 3-1. We don't have the official shot total either. Had a Nick Lehan here tonight who's said a couple words, but him and Noah were working on the score booth tonight. Anyway, we don't have the official shots after the third period. 31-8 were the shots after the second. I want to say Catholic had at least 12 shots in that third period. We're just estimating. That close
maybe
to 30.
some more. Yeah.
And then I'd said Maryland had close to 40. Daniel Mark, another strong game in net. Really didn't have any opportunities on any of the goals, and he kept his team in the game as best as he could. But Catholic falls in this one 3-1. Catholic finishes with a record, if you include the tournament, with a record of 7-5-0-1. 1 being the shootout loss, 7 wins, 5 losses. Tough one for the Cardinals, but a good season, good semester overall for CUA. You remember how last fall semester went? It was the complete and utter opposite. So it's great to see that the Cardinals have a good first season and something they can build off of heading into the spring season. Well, the Cardinals' first game will be against Christopher Newport on January 17th at 4 p.m. I don't expect people to remember that, but if you do, hey, good job. 17th of January, Sheldon Pons Ice Arena in Yorktown, Virginia. You'll have myself on the mic, maybe Jackson. Hopefully you're healthy. And you'll have the fans from Yorktown, too. They love to chime in on the broadcast. Maybe you'll hear them,
Yeah,
too.
no offense, but hopefully I'm not there.
Oh, believe me. Believe me. I'd love to have you on the mic, but we'd love to have you on the ice, too, obviously. So we'll see. So Cardinals, that'll be their next first game after break. But, hey, let's wrap it up. Happy holidays, everybody. Whatever you celebrate. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Enjoy the holidays. It's a wonderful time of year. Most wonderful time of year, as Andy Williams would say. So it's a great, just enjoy the holiday season. It really is a special time, and we'll be ready for the spring season. We'll be back here to have some fun in the spring. For myself, Jackson Deininger, thank you as always. I'm Giuliano Luca. He's Jackson Deininger. As the great Gene Hart would say, as always, good night and good hockey. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year. We'll see you in the spring season.